guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 13 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we put European football behind us, unfortunately for that, and we get the Welsh season underway. We play TNS and we play Newtown in the Welsh Premier League. Hopefully we'll get off to a good start. Now I thought, giving it the start of a proper season now, we've had a European adventure. We'll start by having a look at the club vision. We've exceeded expectations in Europe, so that's good. We're expected to be competitive in the Super Brew, Iron Brew Cup. I'm not sure what could be competitive means. We have drawn, I think it's Annan Athletic in the third round, so I think it's a League 2 Scottish club, so I'd like to think we could beat them. We've got to qualify for Euro Cup 2, which is of course the new UEFA competition that starts for next season. I'd like to think we could do a little bit better than that, perhaps. And we can see there, we want to reach the final and win the World League of the Welsh Cup and win the World League Cup, which is a big ask, to be honest. But there we go. So far, so good. The club's enjoying us. We're making the most of set pieces. We're signing players under the age of 23 for the most part. We've signed a couple a little bit older than that this season. But for the most part, we're keeping it young. And that is where we are at. Finances at the end of the European campaign are looking very, very healthy. Now, we've actually picked up another sponsorship deal as well here. A stadium deal, £81,000 a year, which is a lot of money for us. It's a lot of money to sponsor a 3,000-seat stadium. So we've got that for 5 years, which is absolutely brilliant. That's a big, big chunk of our budget. That's basically, like, remember last season we had the board injecting money. It's basically, that takes away the need for that. And obviously having got so much money in the bank now, we're not going to need board injecting funds into the club either, which is brilliant. So everything's looking healthy there. Now I have used some of that financial muscle to increase junior coaching and recruitment. So average academy coaching now and fairly basic youth recruitment. We'll continue to try and build that up because it doesn't necessarily cost too much. My plan here, my long-term plan is we want to become professional. Once we've done that, we can then use the money that we kind of need to be professional to then start to look to upgrade facilities. So the sooner we become professional, the sooner we can really... becoming professional will kick the club on. But the sooner that we actually then become professional, we can then actually start to spend some of the money we're getting into facilities, which will then obviously kick us on again. So that is that. Sponsors invest in that. Other clubs in Europe we're going to have a look at in just a second. But before we do any of that, let's have a look. We're 2 games into the Welsh Premier League season. Let's see how we've started off. Starting with a game against Carnarvon, I think. We took the lead midway through the first half when Denny Gossé smashed in a headed clearance. And we wrapped up the points late on when Jack Kelly put in an early nomination for goal of the season. So there we go, a comfortable win. And I tell you what, that Jack Kelly goal, just wow. I almost leapt out of my seat. Well, I did leap out of my, not quite. I figuratively leapt out of my seat when that went in. What a goal it was. Man of the match performance. Denny Gossé continues to be an absolute star for us. So that was all wonderful stuff. Next up, we played Kefin Druids. The only goal of this one came early. Damien Allmark latching on to Venables' through ball. So we were comfortable in this game, but we really did struggle to sort of find the back of the net. It was good to see Allmark get off the mark in the league as well now. So well done to him. You can see we were relatively comfortable. They, look at the player ratings as well. Muddy Moo had a really good game in midfield, which was good. We did rotate quite heavily for this one ahead of the TNS game, the New Saints game, because this was this a Sunday, I think? It doesn't say. We have a midweek game coming up again. I love the names. The Rock. What a name for a stadium. But there we go. So, I mean, yeah, Venables came in, did a job. It was good in that it showed that we do have good squad depth. Yeah, like I said, the disappointing thing is that we didn't score more goals and make it a little bit more comfortable for ourselves. Now let's have a quick look at what that means for the league table. Cardiff, Met Uni are leading the way with 3 from 3. Ourselves and the New Saints, we've both won our 2 games. So it's neck and neck. Bengal City's had a good start in their promotion campaign as well. And Barrytown, we know that they are a strong team from last season. Have a quick look at the season preview. We're a couple of games late, but you can see now we are actually favourites to win the league. So we weren't at the start of the season when I sort of got the odds in the inbox. So that's a good thing, I guess. We stepped up there. So yeah, we'll just have to see how, because we have to balance playing in that Iron Brew Cup, and I'm not sure if there's any other competitions we'll get entered into. So yeah, it's going to be tough, but we are the favourites. The Media Dream Team, our new goalkeeper is in that team, as is our Liverpool defender and our on-loan Cardiff City midfielder. So we've got a couple of players in there, which is good. If we look at key players, our Liverpool defender, James Waite, our Cardiff City midfielder are in there. Anybody else from our team? It doesn't look like it. So just the two, which is maybe a little bit surprising, but we can see the New Saints still have the majority of the team there, don't they? So I think they're going to be still a big threat, and they are obviously still a professional team as well. Now, there was a request. Now, first of all, actually, another thing I'm going to mention, I did not realize that you could get the second division in game now. Last time I played the Welsh League, you couldn't. And the game didn't recommend it to me, so I didn't put it in. But I've added it in, so next season we'll see that the second division proper. So apologies for that. That's just my massive oversight. But we've got that fixed up coming for next season. Now there was a request here to see how the other Welsh teams did in Europe as well. So we'll go and have a look at that. If we go to stages here. Now, the other two teams that got in were, so we went best place preliminary round, were Barrytown and the New Saints. Now, they both got past their first round opponents, the Red Imps, but Barrytown relatively comfortably, and the same thing, the New Saints relatively comfortably past their Faroe Islands opponents. So that put them in the first qualifying round. New Saints here got knocked out by Hungarian opposition. Barrytown, though, beat their Azerbaijani opposition, and so they went into the next round as well. So it puts us into the second qualifying round. Now this is, I believe, where we entered. And Barrytown actually got through again against Serbian opposition this time. So that's a stunning result for them. Which is annoying because that means they got into the third qualifying round, which is obviously where we got to, which means they get the same amount of money as we did. They did eventually fall here, though, I believe. Yeah, they lost to Midtjylland of Denmark. I tell you what, 3-0 in aggregate against a good Danish team is not the worst result for them either. So somewhat frustratingly, Barrytown has almost as much money as we do from this season in Europe. So yeah, that's not ideal, but well done to them, I guess. It helps the Welsh coefficients. I did have a quick look at how the Welsh coefficients are going to be impacted by that. It's this one, isn't it? And it's not going to impact us too much. Nation Club coefficients. If we just scroll down here to Wales, you can see we're going to go up to 7.5 coefficient points. This might be a little bit too small writing for you guys. We're going to go up to 7.5, which means we'll skip over Finland and Moldova. We'll be like 0.005 behind North Macedonia, but below us here, the Northern Irish are going to overtake us. So we're going to move up a little bit, but not too much. But if we can keep that going, then we will slowly climb up the order, but it's going to be a lot of hard work, essentially. Well, Barrytown can keep getting like they did, but essentially we're going to be doing it by ourselves, so that is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, let's get to this game. We are not the favourites going to the New Saints, which is maybe not surprising. You can see we've struggled against them in the past. Scott Rusko is still their manager, and I don't know how he's kept his job. They came third last year as the only professional team. That's ridiculous. But anyway, they're a standard balanced playing style. They look like they're playing exactly the same way as they did last year with their 4-5-1 formation. Positional heat map here, we can see they do like to attack down the wings. They're a little bit open in midfield. Passing networks there and key passes as well. And this is the team that we are sending out. We're going to be a little bit conservative against them just because it's away from home, and ideally we don't want to lose this one. So Louis Gray goes in goal, our new goalkeeper. He has been playing and he's been doing okay. He's our best option in goal now, so we're going to stick him in there. It's Kelly, Denham, Williams and Nichols, our first choice back four. Vieira is a ball-winning midfielder in behind Gosset and Henry Jones. Waite comes back fit on the right. Nato continues on the left. Bustenbrew goes up top. Let's beat the New Saints. Okay, here we go. Everybody is playing as expected. I don't recognise any new names they have there that have come from the Premier League, so that's a good thing. What do you want to say? Go out there and impress me tonight, boys. Or do we go? Yeah, go out there and impress me. Some calm, we have faith. This is probably, well, it is the first time we've really tested ourselves domestically now with sort of our new team. The only problem we have, sort of player-wise, is Reece Williams, the Liverpool defender, is match fatigued. But we're going to play him in this one because I just think that we need him. And then we'll rest him against Newtown, who we have up next. Here we go with Henry Jones. What can he do? Going through the middle is a good ball for James Waite. Oh, James Waite gives us a 5th-minute lead, and we're 1-0 up at the New Saints. Go on, Bala Town. We can do this. Come on. What a goal that was. A beautiful ball from Henry Jones. So much space in the middle there. Considering they have 5 men in the, or 3 centre midfielders, how did Henry Jones find that space? It's a good ball. It's a good run from James Waite as well. And he's absolutely buried it. And it's 1-0 to the good guys. It's Barlatown 1. It's the New Saints 0. Now let's see if we can kick this on a little bit here. We're dominating possession, which is excellent. We'll give it a demand more. They're looking anxious and frustrated, as they should be. All right, what's going to happen here? Can we go and double our lead? Nichols throws it in there for Bussenbrew. He's beaten his man wonderfully. Can he find someone in the box? No, it's blocked. And what's going to happen here? Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy for Nichols. He finds Vieira for Henry Jones. It's a good ball for Bussenbrew. Just couldn't quite thread the needle there, could he? Vieira wins the ball back again for Gosset. Gosset back to Vieira. Careful there, mate. He's getting closed down. Do we need to look for balls into wide areas there, I wonder? They are definitely getting just men behind the ball. Does that mean we need to maybe pick up our tempo a little bit, try and ping it around a little bit? Neto's been there, he's pounced. Neto goes past his man. Can Neto find a finish here? Can Neto find something? It's off the post, is it? Or was it a save? Well, Neto's done brilliantly there to not put that in for a goal kick. Ball's bouncing around and into the goalkeeper's hands. It was a knockdown from somebody. We couldn't quite put that knockdown away. Now, is that the highlights? It doesn't look like it is. The goalkeeper lumps it forwards. Are we there? No, we're not. Win the ball back, boys. Win it. Oh, good tackle from Nichols. I tell you what, so far so good. Oh, no. Why did I say that? Nichols, what have you done, mate? What have you done? That's horrible. All right, we get away with that error, but just got to be a little bit careful here, boys. Let's show some passion here. The match ratings aren't fantastic, despite the fact we've sort of had the majority of the game here. Yeah, it's not perfect, is it? Come on, boys. Can we get to the break with our 1-0 lead intact? Looks like we can. There it is. So there's half-time. We would have taken that at kickoff, wouldn't we? 1-0. What do we say? Do we say things are going... Let's go maybe an assertive. Things are going better. Well, you're capable of better. Nichols had his moments, didn't he? He's either brilliant or giving the ball away. So there we go. Defensively, I mean, this is the first real time, I think, that we've actually played our first choice back four. No, we had a game in Europe, didn't we, with the first choice back four as well. But they've looked okay. I don't jinx it, but they have looked okay so far. Thomas has looked good. Waite has looked good. I couldn't decide between Waite and Liam. Yeah, Liam Edwards, the guy we signed from Barrytown last year, who was going to start on the right. Can we go to a passion? That doesn't really work. I went with Waite just because he's, I think, all round a little bit of a better player. Let's give it a get creative early on here. See if we can get a second goal. This is the other way. We've switched ends now, haven't we? So don't get too excited, Matthew. All right, come on, Nichols. Wait, there's a good ball up top for Bussenbrew. Go on, Bussenbrew. Can he double our lead? No, the keeper makes the save. And that is cleared into touch for the line out. What can we do here? Nothing. Come on, boys. Let's demand more. Bussenbrew's had a very, very slow start to the season, hasn't he? I was expecting really big things from him this year. And if I'm honest, he's been a little bit disappointing. I think he has got a goal, hasn't he? He got a goal against... Was it against the Lithuanians? He's done well there. He's one possession back for us. Gosset back to Vieira. Vieira picks out the run of Bussenbrew. Come on, mate. This is your moment. Oh, he buries it. Absolutely buries it. He heard me bad-mouthing him, I think. And he stuck that one away. It's 2-0. It's a really good finish. It's a really good run. And Romario Vieira has picked him out like he's Patrick Vieira, hasn't he? Look at this. Oh, it's Vieira to Henry. It's wonderful stuff. And Bussenbrew sticks it away. Absolutely. No thoughts of placing his shot there. Just wind up and let him have it. Now, how close was this to offside? I did think of this at the time. It looks like it's quite close. But it's very close. But it's been given, so that's okay. Let's give him some praise now. Denham has really bad match stamina. He's looking very, very tired there. Let's bring Simone Ray on for him, perhaps. Because we need him to play against Newtown. Unless we want to stick Spittle in there, which we really don't. And let's bring Molyneux on for Neto, who's looking complacent and not having the best game either. So let's do that. What we don't want to do is get this back to 2-1. That just gets nervy again, doesn't it? Can we get a block in there? We can. Jones lumps it forward there to Bussenbrew again. He beats one. He beats two. Oh, he's playing rugby. Go on, Bussenbrew. He gets through and he sticks it away. Oh, he's a wonderful forward. What a player Bussenbrew is. This is what we were expecting from him. He has he's just walked straight through two New Saints defenders there, and he stuck it away as well. That's actually a very, very good goal. Look at that. Beaten two, gets into the penalty area, and then that's a better finish. He's meant that one, hasn't he? He's placed it across the keeper into the far corner. That's a wonderful goal. It's 3-0, and I tell you what, have some of that, New Saints. Have some of that. Go on. All right. We won't make any changes now. We're getting towards the end, and we'll keep the players on the bench so they're fresh in case we need them for the next game. But that's a huge win. And Bus and Brew, he's double in the second half, has absolutely that's a wonderful thing. Don't get complacent, boys, but that was really good. So there we go. Bus and Brew sends Bala Town top. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, why is he's always tired after games. I mean, his stamina is not that bad. We might need to work at that in training, actually. Is there a stamina endurance, stamina and work rate? Yeah, you might need to work on that, mate, because we can't have you playing a game of football then needing a rest because you're tired. That's not how it works, mate. That's just not how it works. You're a semi-professional footballer, hopefully soon to be professional. Anyway, guys, let's wait right there. We'll come back. It's Newtown. I think we're at home against them. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4 in the league. Okay, guys, welcome back. Now, one thing I did forget to mention at the top of the episode was Callum Preston did end up leaving us for Shrewsbury, a massive transfer fee of £550. But what we do have is a 50% sell-on clause. So if he does leave somewhere for some cash, we'll get a little bit more. But this was just more about getting wages off the books that when he's sort of a third-choice goalkeeper. He's on £700 a week, so he's doing okay. He's making more money. He's probably a full-time professional now as well, I would imagine, at Shrewsbury. So there we go. If you're wondering what happened to Callum Preston, he has left the club. But let's have a look here what we're doing against Newtown. We are the favourites, 2-5 on. You can see our form is excellent. Theirs is fair at best. They're a Mark Robinson coach team. You can see down here too. They're struggling at the bottom of the table. Just a single point so far this season. Now they play a balanced passing style of football. Mark Robinson looks like he's been around Welsh football for a little while there. Probably as a player at Afren Lido, and then it looks like maybe as a manager as well. He may have got them up last year, it looks like, as well. So there we go. So he's a manager with some history. Let's have a look here. We are expecting them to play something similar to this. They've got Patrick Vieira in midfield. That's a good signing for them, I would imagine. We can see here their heat map. I mean, it's very cold heat map, isn't it? We can see their passing networks. We're going to try and prevent balls getting to the centre-backs because everything it looks like starts through the two centre-backs. So that's the plan. I was almost tempted to man-mark them, actually, but we're not going to quite go that far. This is the team we're sending out. Now, we do have another game coming up midweek against Barry Town, I think it is. So hectic fixture schedule for us. So we've made a few changes to try and make sure that, you know, the squad's going to be fresh across all games. So we're going to continue with Gray in goal. Kelly against his former club at left-back. Denham. Ray comes in for Williams, who is match-fatigued, and Nichols. It's going to be Vieira and Muddy Moo in midfield. Now, these two have both been called up to their respective Guinea-Bissau and Zimbabwe. So they're actually both going to be go off on international duty after this. So we're going to be missing them for at least Barry Town and an Athletic in the Iron Brew Cup. So we're going to play them both here because if they leave match fatigue, that's not my problem. Edwards comes in. First look at him in domestic football. We saw him, of course, last time out against the Swedes. Venables comes in to play as the shadow striker with Neto. Damien Allmark gets a go up top. He's been scoring when he plays, so let's hope that continues. So there we go. Everybody is playing as expected. I thought about putting in a DM, but we'll start like this. And just see how we go. Mullen says expect to pick up where they left off. Just keep your run going, boys. Just keep it going. We're doing okay here. We're doing fine. Yeah. Let's just keep this going if we can. I'm trying to think. Earlier in this round, the New Saints did win their game. Cardiff Met Uni drew. So if we were to win this, we would go back we'd be clear top, which would obviously be a nice thing for us. Again, we've come out, we're dominating possession. We haven't actually created too much. You can see Denham, his match fitness, his condition is just really, really poor. And I can't quite figure out why that is. Yeah, like I say, well, you saw, we're working on it in training to try and build it up for him. It's the only thing I can think of is that it's an endurance thing. There's a ball forward. Elmark knocks it down for Edwards. Oh, I tell you what, Neto's there. He can't put the rebound away either. What an effort, though, from Liam Edwards. Deserved a goal. Neto goes over to take the corner. It's a decent ball. Vieira is going to retrieve it. We do have men still in the box. He can get it back in there. It's to the goalkeeper, though. And does that end the highlights? Yes, it does. A little flurry of activity there. Let's give it another get creative. Let's maybe go attacking here as well. See what we can do. Is there anything here? Demand more, boys. Come on. I dare say they are probably just sort of sitting back and sort of waiting for us to break them down. That really wasn't good enough. Oh, just be calm. We're not happy with that though, boys. Let's see if we can get a little bit more from you in the second half, please. Calm's going to work. Okay, so that's fine. What can we do to try and break this team down? I wonder if we should look to exploit the flanks, maybe. Let's maybe try exploit the flanks. We do obviously have options on the bench we can bring on. Ideally, though, we don't want to have to do that. Venables is not having a great game in there, so let's maybe try changing his role. Let's try him as an advanced playmaker. Edwards is not having a great game on the right. I'm looking at Molyneux and I'm looking at what's going to happen here. And I'm looking at Waite on the bench and thinking maybe we need to do something there. There's a good ball, Neto! Oh, that was a really, really good chance. The sort of chance we've really got to be putting away. Come on, boys, concentrate here. Alright, Venables is not having a good day, so let's get him off. Let's put on Waite. He is an advanced playmaker, so that works. Let's leave it for now. Did I end up exploiting the flanks? That's not really working either, so let's try exploit the middle. It's nothing like a plan, is it? Just throw mud and see what happens. See if something sticks. Alright, here we go. It's a deal. Where's Gosset when you need him? It's James Waite. It's Waite! Oh, it's into the wall. Gosset would have scored that, mate. What are you doing? Come on. Here we go. He's beaten one. Can he get a ball into the box? It's there for Neto. Can Neto, back post. It's there for somebody. Allmark! Damien Allmark, 4th of the season. I said when he plays, he scores, and he's done it again. What a strike it was as well. Waite with a good ball in to pick out. Who was it here? Neto. And Neto, he's seen a man over at the back post. He's found him, and have some of that. Damien Allmark, that's a stunner. What a strike from the youngster. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. All right, can we add a second here? Wait. It's in there. It's down. Oh, he's down. It's offside. Denham. It would have been his first for the club, I think, and he's been caught offside. Come on, boys. Demand more. Can we go and add a second and really kill this game off now? So exploit the middle was the correct answer, it looks like, doesn't it? They've changed that to go more attacking. I wonder now, actually, if we should be a little bit more pragmatic here and just stick in a DM. Here we go with James Waite again. If we can get a second goal, we don't have to worry. Oh, Mark with 5 for the season. What a debut season he's having. James Waite again, heavily involved. And that is absolutely stunning. 2-0, that should be the game. There's only 8 minutes to play here. Do we look to maybe go a little bit more defensive anyway? We're scoring goals. Let's keep going while we can. It's a good finish, isn't it, from Allmark? He was, when he first came in pre-season, he was really, really lacking. Actually, you know what we can do? Is let's give Denham a rest since he's dying again. Yeah, when he first came in to the team in pre-season, he looked really, really just like deer in the headlights in front of goal. We've been working on his composure and his finishing, and you can see the benefits. He's really looking a good player there. And, oh, it's a hat-trick. Simone Ray, well, if he's scoring, and it really is your day. A goal from Simone Ray. I think that's his first for the club. No, he did got one before. I remember him now getting one last season, but he knew nothing about it. The defenders headed it clear straight into his face, and Simone Ray makes it 3. And that now really is the game. Now, can we keep a clean sheet here, or are we going to get pegged back one? We don't want to do that. Come on, boys. Work for the clean sheet. It's a bit of a nothing ball in field. Patrick Vieira's there. Pavel Vieira, sorry. Can we get it back foot in? Well done, Muddy Moo. He's still there. Look at the hounding. Oh, Muddy Moo. That's brilliant, mate. That is absolutely brilliant. And he gives the ball away. Not quite so good. It's becoming a long old highlight, this one, isn't it? There'd be a real shame to lose the clean sheet, but it doesn't really matter. 3 points is what is important, isn't it? Can we get it away? No, we can't, and we do indeed lose our clean sheet. We'll give them a concentrate. That's frustrating, especially just off. I mean, everybody's in shock that Simone Ray scored, I think. That's probably the problem. But there we go. It's not great defending, is it? Is that Simone Ray? I think it is, it is. Simone raised us. He's still in shock. He can't believe he's probably concussed from the header going straight into his face. But there we go. This should be it. It puts us back top of the table. And, Vieira with an agricultural challenge. Here we go with Neto. Can we get another one? Neto! No, straight into the keeper's hands. And when you're ready, referee, we've all had enough. It's time to hit the pubs. Go celebrate being top of the league. And again, so far so good this season. My main goal this year is I really want to make sure that we go and win the league again. The thing with that Euro Cup too, I was looking at the prize money. It's not as much as the Europa League, so we do need to make sure that we're getting that Champions League money, even if it is just for a qualifying round and then we parachute down into the other one. Here we go, James Waite. No, but there we go. That's a good solid win. Really, really good solid win. Damien Olmark with the man of the match award for his double, and that was the first one, wasn't it? The really, really good strike. What do we say? Don't let it go to your heads, boys. So there we go. Damien Olmark sends Bala Town top again. It's the second time this episode we've seen that again. Denholm needs a rest. Go and have a lay down, mate. You're fine. Really, really good stuff from Damien. Wonderful in front of goal last time out, mate. I'll just quickly show you in training. I'm assuming he's still doing it. No, he's stopped now. But he was working on composure, and we've seen the difference. It must have been a month that it's been happening now. So his composure hasn't necessarily improved, but his finishing certainly has. Maybe that's just an experience thing. But he's coming along nicely, old Damien. So well done, mate. Well done. I should say, too, if you do want to have a regen named after you, it's a Patreon thing. There's a link to my Patreon, and you can go and check that out if you are so interested. But there we go. We are top of the league. 3 points clear of the New Saints, and 6 points clear of Barry Town. I think they're sort of our two rivals for the title, certainly based off what we saw last season. And there we go. You can see Annan Athletic in the Iron Brew Cup, and they were League 2. Yeah, Scottish League 2. So I'd like to think we'll get the better of them in that. But guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you on Monday. I really want to try and get stuck into this season a little bit if we can. It's going to be a long time until we're challenging for the Champions League. So I don't want to get weighed down on sort of seasons here. I think what we'll do, I might play through a little bit. We'll come back for what the two title challenges right now. So Cardiff Met Uni at home and the New Saints at home as well. I don't want to show the New Saints too much. But certainly as things stand right now, I mean, this will be the 2 times which we play them in sort of the season regular, so we'll get some non-New Saints episodes going after that. But guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, as I said. Open Aussie Villa, and I'll see you Monday. Take care.